Overnight in the Middle East, the conflict between the United States, Israel, and Iran continued to intensify, with fresh strikes inside Iran, deadly fighting in Lebanon, and new threats from Washington signaling that the war may be entering an even more dangerous phase. Inside Iran, Israeli airstrikes again targeted sites around Tehran overnight, with explosions reported in multiple neighborhoods including areas near energy infrastructure. Fires were seen rising above parts of the city after strikes hit what officials described as military and logistical facilities linked to Iran's security forces. The attacks come as Israel and the United States continue their expanding campaign aimed at dismantling Iran's military capabilities after the killing of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei last week. Israeli officials say the new wave of strikes involved large formations of fighter jets targeting military sites, missile infrastructure, and aircraft belonging to Iran's Revolutionary Guard. Reports indicate at least 16 Iranian military aircraft were struck during overnight operations as the campaign intensified. At the same time, the war continues to spill beyond Iran's borders. In Lebanon, Israeli forces launched a commando raid and heavy airstrikes in the eastern town of Nobi Chit, triggering intense clashes with Hezbollah fighters and local gunmen. Lebanese authorities say at least 41 people were killed and dozens more wounded as Israeli jets carried out around 40 strikes to cover the withdrawal of ground forces. Across the region, tensions also rose as Iranian retaliation continued through proxy networks and missile launches targeting US-linked sites and allied infrastructure across the Gulf, reflecting how quickly the war has expanded beyond a direct confrontation between Iran and Israel. Meanwhile in Washington, US President Donald Trump escalated his rhetoric overnight. In a post on Truth Social, Trump warned that Iran would be hit very hard, suggesting that new targets, including areas and groups not previously attacked, are now under consideration for what he described as possible complete destruction. Trump also claimed that Iran had apologized to neighboring Gulf states after earlier missile and drone attacks, interpreting the move as a sign that Tehran had effectively backed down under US and Israeli pressure. But Tehran rejected that narrative. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian said surrender was a dream, insisting the country would continue defending itself while signaling that Iran would avoid attacking neighboring countries unless attacks against Iran originate from their territory. As the war enters its second week, the scale of the military campaign is becoming clearer. Reports indicate US forces have already struck thousands of targets across Iran during the first phase of operations, underscoring how rapidly the conflict has escalated. So overnight, we saw intensified strikes inside Iran, deadly clashes in Lebanon, and escalating rhetoric from Washington and Tehran, all pointing to a conflict that is widening both militarily and politically across the Middle East. And with both sides signaling they are prepared for a longer fight, the next phase of this war could bring even deeper regional instability. We'll keep tracking what changes next.